All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions about how I set a stop loss and take profit. Now, anybody who's in my signals, anybody who has talked to me before knows I don't use them. Um, I just, I just don't use them. But there's a lot of people that do use them, and there is a way to use them with my strategy. This is how I would use them if I did use take profit and stop loss. I don't. I use the only time I'll use a take profit and a stop loss is if I'm scalping off of a support and resistance zone. That's the only time. And most of the time I don't even use them then. I unless if I'm awake, I won't use it. If I'm going to sleep and I'm just entering a trade, I'll put a stop loss. But rarely do I ever use a stop loss. So I have this pair right here. I've already done technical analysis on it before, but I just got it off the screen because it's just a great example of why how I should do it. Okay, so first, it does involve setting up support and resistance zones. So price action is needed to do a stop loss and a take profit. I don't use ATR just because most of the time you'll be better off just eyeing it in a specific area, because a lot of times you'll use ATR and it'll hit your point and it'll go over your point and then it'll come back down. So that's why I use the highs and lows of a chart instead of the ATR, because those will tell you more than the ATR will. So first off, this right here, you see it's a little buggy. A little consolidation zone right here. Just testing the market, little consolidation. So that's right there shows. And then it hit kind of right here, got close to it. So these two, support and resistance zone, and then it hit again right here. So what does that tell me? That tells me I need to draw a box and an area. So let me bring out the rectangle. Now remember, support and resistance are zones. They're not a line, they're an area. So please, please, please draw a box. It won't, like I said here, it won't always hit it, but if it gets close, that's good enough. So we're just gonna say, hypothetically, what I do is this is what I do in my signals. I wait for a retracement. So I'm gonna wait, since it's a buy signal, it's already in a buy movement, so I didn't get it close enough. So now I'm gonna wait for it to come back down. So let's exit out of that. I got more boxes. Okay, press play. Okay, right here, I seen that it basically tested this zone. So this is basically a zone, and I won't usually do the zone until it comes back down. Okay, yep. Okay, so what does that tell me? This tells me this is a zone. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna draw a rectangle, because it's never an area. I mean, it's always an area. It's never just a line. So we're just gonna draw a little area right here. And like I said, it's not always gonna touch it. You're not gonna be 100% accurate when you draw these. It's just as close as you can get. That's pretty much. So what I would do here is I would get in at this strong signal, and I would set my stop loss below the box. And these are two stop losses that I would tell you to do. I would set it a little bit below the box, somewhere around here. It's not an exact number, just whatever you feel the best at. I would set it around here, and then my second stop loss will be on the lowest high. Whichever one. This one, around this one right here. Preferably under the wick. So this would be my second stop loss. And what I would do is, I usually don't do take profits just because I just like to take it myself. I don't know. So that's how I would set the stop loss. So first stop loss is going to be a little bit under the box. Don't put it too close because it will test the box. It will test it. Sometimes it'll come out. So that's why you can't put it too close. And the second one will be around here under the wick. We're going to press play and see what happens. Okay. Coming down, testing the box. Test it. Okay. You can see here, like I said, it'll come close to it, and it's in a little consolidation zone, just testing the box right now. So you never want to put it directly under the box because it will test it, and sometimes it will form a wick outside of the box like it did pretty much almost here. I'm just going to press play. Yep. Testing it. Yep. Okay, testing. And you can see it tested the box right here and right here. Right here, I would consider this more of a scalping trade, and I would have just exited right here. So that most likely, your take profit is just whatever you set it at. But this was just how I set my stop losses. I don't do take profits or stop losses at all, but I definitely don't do take profits just because a lot of times you'll hit your take profit. Like I said, you have something right here and it'll be all the way up here. So that's how I set my stop losses. I use price action, support and resistance boxes to set my stop losses. I will be coming out with another video today talking about how to control your emotions and your connection with your money, because that does affect your trades.